Welcome to another interesting video with fun and unknown facts. Hope you will enjoy the video. Let's get started. Please do subscribe for more videos.
The Great Wall of China is not one long wall, but in fact several shorter structures joined together. The longest section is approximately 2,145 miles. The Great Wall of China is the longest man-made structure in the world. Over 1 million people died building the Great Wall of China. Archaeologists have found human remains, and as a result it has been described as the longest cemetery on Earth. Many involved in the construction were Chinese convicts where labor was used as punishment. The Great Wall of China is approximately 5,500 miles long, attracting about 10 million people each year. Walking the length of the wall is the aim of many visits to raise money for charity. Grieving family members of those who died building the wall would walk the length of it with a rooster in tow. It was believed this would help release the spirits from being trapped in the structure. Legend has it the course for the Great Wall was originally mapped out by a dragon and is the track the builders followed. Sticky rice flour was used to help fix the bricks in place when building the wall. This bound the bricks together so tightly that weeds cannot grow in many parts. Many believe that the Great Wall can be seen from the moon. Using the naked eye, however, this is untrue. Aid is required, and even still the wall is barely visible due to how narrow it is. In 1899, a newspaper in Denver, America, announced that the Great Wall of China was to be demolished in order for roads to be built. This turned out to be a hoax, and the truth was only revealed a decade later. The Great Wall of China is threatened with erosion. The northwestern sections of the Great Wall are deteriorating so quickly. It is believed that these sections may disappear within 20 years, due to demolishment by nature and human. The Great Wall is wide enough in some places to drive a car over it. The Great Wall begins at the Jiaguan Pass in the west and ends at the Shanhai Pass at the east. These are the start and finish points of the major Great Wall section built by the Ming Dynasty. The sections of the Great Wall that we mostly associate with the Great Wall of China were built by the Ming Dynasty. This was the last part of the wall that was built, and has been made with brick and features many tall watchtowers. During the Cultural Revolution, 1966 to 1976, many bricks of the Great Wall were taken away to use in building homes, farms, or reservoirs. Otherwise, many sections of the Great Wall would be preserved much better than what they are like today. The Beetling Section is the most visited part of the Great Wall. It is also the point where the wall is at its highest, at about 1 kilometer above sea level. The Beetling Section is among the most well-preserved sections of the wall. It is also the part that first opened to the tourists. The original intent of the wall was to defend against the nomadic tribes that came from northern Asia. Later, the wall was used for protection from the Mongols, who were a rising threat to the Chinese kingdoms. Being such an astonishing sight, it is no wonder that some people have been so fixated on the Great Wall. Some are so obsessed that they've spent years of their lives walking it. Some people have been so in awe of the Great Wall that they've dedicated years to trek it by foot, and often solo. There is no fixed number of the steps. The first section, Stairway to Heaven alone, has 700 steps. When one puts together the total steps found across the Great Wall, the number could be in thousands or even tens of thousands.
Please do subscribe for more videos.